I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm ready to disappear into some good queer books. Bibliophiles of the internet, my name's Adriana, and today I'm here to share what I plan to read for round 4 of the Queer Lit Readathon. The Queer Lit Readathon is a biannual reading event created and hosted by Kathy and Rogan. The next round is happening from December 1st to the 7th, and their guest host is Anna from Anna Goldberg. All of their channels and all of their announcement videos and all of the information will be down below, so definitely check that out. As always, they do have a lovely bingo board of reading challenges, and while I don't think I'm going to be going for bingo this round, I will tell you which challenges each of these books happen to meet. Jumping right in, one of my priority reads for this round is going to be Reverie by Ryan LaSala because the release date got moved up and I do have an e-arc. This is an Own Voices queer SFF debut that's supposed to give off mad Inception vibes. It's about Kane Montgomery, who's found half dead in the river by the police, and he can't remember how he got there, what happened, or why everything in his life suddenly feels different. Then he falls in with these strangers who claim to be his friends, and seemingly ordinary places begin to transform into secret worlds and alternate realities at a moment's notice. I figure I should read this, or at least start to read this before its release date, so I'm gonna try my best. And this would fit into the Make Your Own Challenge, which I figured I would make into Read an Arc, but it would also fit for new author and Own Voices. Then I would love to finally read Volume 3 of Our Dreams at Dusk by Gamatani Yuki. This is an Own Voices queer manga series created by a non-binary mangaka. It's about a closeted high school boy named Dazuku who is mocked by his classmates to the point of considering taking his own life. But before he does, he finds this mysterious person who leads him to a local drop-in center for queer folks. And it's about Dazuku becoming more involved in his community, trying to understand himself and other people whose queer experiences are different from his, and just trying to figure out his purpose. This series is absolutely soul-searing and tenderly written in the best possible ways, and I've been sitting on this volume since September, so it's about time I read this. This volume would fit the challenges for author of color, graphic novel, translated, and Own Voices. Next up is a book I knew was going to be on this TBR without question, and that is Cryer's War by Nina Varela. This is another Own Voices queer SFF debut set in a world where androids known as Otome have risen to power and ravaged the human race, and there's a human servant named Ayla serving in the house of the sovereign and quickly rising in rank. What Ayla wants most in the world is to kill the sovereign's daughter, an Otome named Cryer, to avenge the death of her family, but at the same time Cryer is also realizing that her father is not the benevolent ruler she once thought he was. I have to read this, firstly because I met Nina Varela on my birthday and she's good people, and secondly because Kav has made it their life's mission to preach the goodness and gayness of this book. This would also cover the challenges for new author and Own Voices. And lastly, I was able to get an arc of Poems I Sleep Next To by Shelby Eileen. Shelby Eileen is a queer poet who writes a lot about asexuality. If her name sounds familiar, it's because I gushed about another of her poetry collections called Goddess of the Hunt. This is her upcoming poetry collection. I don't know much about it. It may be about queerness, it may not be, but either way, I'm excited for it, and it could either count towards my Read an Arc challenge or, depending on the content, Arrow Ace Protagonist. So those are my must-reads for this next round of the Queer Lit Readathon. As always, I have backups, and I have backups for my backups. I have an arc of The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper, as well as Only Mostly Devastated by Sophie Gonzalez, and The Rise of Kyoshi by F.C. Yee, among many, many more queer books. But those are the ones I would like to read first. In the comments below, let me know if you plan on taking part in the Queer Lit Readathon yourself, or if you need any suggestions for any of the bingo board challenges, let me know and I will try to recommend you some good queer books. But that's everything I have for this TBR today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the flip side of the page. Bye!